101.5 FM, that's Heartaches, High Heels and a Halo. Sandra Humphreys there, 101.5 FM. Just gone 6:15 here for, Thursday night. Tracy the Big D. I just had to adjust the microphone.
Having a bit of trouble there, mate.
Now, speaking of a couple that need to adjust the microphone, they just can't swap microphones in the middle of a gig.
No, that's very true.
It's too hard. Of course, we caught up with these guys last year, David and Patsy. Fantastic. Everyone who catches up with them, and we got some great reports out of Tamworth, and everyone who speaks about these guys just say what a great time they have. And it is, of course, the long and short of it, and they join us now. G'day, guys. How are we?
Hi, Darren. Hi, Tracy.
Darren, Tracy.
Oh, how was Tamworth? You guys were busy.
What an amazing time.
Yeah, we absolutely had a ball. We were very busy. It was probably our busiest year there, but you know what? We've been back, a week and a half or 2 weeks, and we're missing it already.
Yeah. We had 20 shows, Tracy.
That's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
20 shows.
We picked up a lot more fans and made a lot more friends.
And that's the whole thing about Tamworth, isn't it? You sort of get down there, and so you're saying 20 is your highest. How many years is this for Tamworth for you guys? Fourth year. Well done.
Yeah. So we were really chuffed, and we were everywhere. We were everywhere. We sometimes had 2 shows or 3 shows a day, and we even did the cavalcade this year, which was a lot of fun.
Oh, I think that would be probably, to me, you know what, we're actually going to try and get down to Tamworth next year, and that's the one thing I want to just walk up and down Peel Street, but I want to watch the cavalcade, because I just think that it's just like the homecoming Mardi Gras thing or something, isn't it? It's just awesome.
Yeah.
No, it's awesome, and everyone was so fantastic.
Yeah, no, I was a bit sort of hesitant towards it at first.
Oh, really?
No, I don't know.
Shy, man, but
we don't have, a huge profile at the moment, but it was amazing, when we were marching down the street, how many people were yelling out, from the footpath, and people that we could recognise from our shows. And so everyone was really supportive, and I had a great time.
Well, when you think about it, you've only been at Tamworth 4 years.
Yeah.
And you're 20 shows. Come on, that's a lot of shows in 4 years to jump from that to that.
A bit greedy, I think, but
But what I'm saying is, of course, you're going to be recognised down there from jumping that big jump. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, we had a wonderful time, and
it was great. And by the end of the festival, all our material was so refined that
we could do it in our sleep.
Yeah, we didn't have to think about it too much. It was just kick back and have a good time, and cruise through the gigs. It was great.
So it's your 4th year down there, and because we also asked, what do you take away from Tamworth and all that sort of stuff? So what do you think you took out of Tamworth this year than what you have the other 3 years?
Yeah, I think what we did this year was we probably increased our profile with all our friends, and we seemed to be much more recognised this year and had a bigger following.
We had certainly had more groups of people following us around and sort of coming. You'd get certain people that would come to every show that we had in Tamworth.
Yeah, that was 20, which is pretty.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And I think the other thing. Probably just a bit more savvy, if you like. It's a really interesting market, the country music market, and just when I call it a market, it's a fantastic genre of music, and it's just difficult to know how to crack it, if you know what I mean. But we actually made some brilliant contacts this year with fellow musicians. We did a lot of the Tamworth Songwriters Association showcases, which was just fantastic. And so just being able to sit down with fellow musicians who are going through the same stuff that we're going through and trying to get yourself out there and get your songs out there was just, so inspiring. There's some amazing people around. It is just extraordinary. And to be able to, deal with them was fantastic.
And I think what you said there, the genre of country music, where with your music, you're not set, you're not bush ballads and you're not country rock and you sort of cover the whole lot from one end of the spectrum right to the other. So it's probably an easier fit, or finds maybe an easier fit for you guys.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And we're heading off to Nashville this year. Did you know that?
No. So when are you doing this?
Yeah, we've got our flights
booked in September. We're leaving on the 31st of August, and we're doing 2 weeks in a studio to cut an original album. and we're all booked and ready to go, and we're doing our song preparation now.
And is this the first trip to Nashville?
Yep.
Oh, how exciting.
We're extremely excited, yeah.
What a big year. 20 shows at Tamworth, going to Nashville.
Tracy and the Big D. Oh, my God.
Got to put that in there.
I think we really hit the big time here.
We have a lot of people that a lot of listeners here that go to Tamworth, follow the country music circuits and so forth. So for the benefit of that, how do you prepare to get the 20 shows at Tamworth and get all geared up? What's the process behind that on booking shows, booking gigs?
That's actually quite a lengthy
process. We start probably now.
Oh, really?
Next month.
Yeah, we don't leave, 6 months is the
shortest we've ever booked in.
Is the minimum time to start booking. And, just got to make sure you're touching base with your agent and, agents that have booked you in previous years.
Because a lot of the places, as you know, Tracy, they have a set selection of standards people that they use every year, time after time, and it's really only if one of them drop off, and I don't mean off the perch.
No.
One of them, don't come back or something that year, that they've actually got a vacancy. So it's really a matter of being in the right place at the right time, I guess, in answer to your question, Darren, and putting in a lot of the hard yards and making a lot of calls.
And sending out a lot of demo CDs.
Yeah,
and bios and all that sort of stuff.
And it's a lot of hard work behind the scenes where people don't actually see that. They just lob up down there and they go, oh, these guys are awesome. They just lob up and everything just happens. But there really is a lot of work behind the scenes that the general crowds and fans don't see that. They just think it's, how good's this?
and heaps of rehearsal, of course, because we rehearse.
Yeah, we refine all our material that we think suitable, that we think the people up there are gonna love during the festival, and we sort of make sure we're fairly refined and tight with that before we leave too. So, there's quite a lot of rehearsal time. Yeah,
and the other thing we like to do when we go to Tamworth is to make sure we've got new songs.
That's true, yeah.
Writing new material and recording new material is really important for us, and I think and we're really proud with our little EP that we took up to Tamworth this year with our 4 original songs and 2 covers. And, of course, next year we're going to go back with a complete album. So
yeah. That'll be exciting, that one. Yeah. But you're only going in September.
Yep.
Geez, you're cutting that short to get an album out for January.
Yeah, I know.
I think it'll be all right.
I think it'll be okay. We might just release a single,
that's probably a good idea.
probably around December off the album, and then maybe release the album the following
in Tamworth,
Yeah.
So, who have you got together with in Nashville? Is there an Australian association there, or what's the process there?
Yeah, we actually have, interestingly enough, met some fantastic Australians in Tamworth who were from Nashville, who've moved there, and so they've passed on some details to Dave and sort of handed out the cards and said, here, ring us and we'll tell you the real story. So we're really looking forward to those conversations. The guy that we've got doing our production for us is a guy by the name of Kenny Royster, and he won an Emmy Award this year, and so we're really very, very excited to be working with him. And the thing that we were very attracted with Kenny is that he's very big on vocal. He's a vocal coach himself, and because we're very passionate about our vocals and our harmonies, we focused on somebody that we felt could get the best out of our voices.
It's really important, of course, to when vocals are a keen part of the whole process, rather than just instruments backing the whole thing, that it comes to the fore.
Yeah, that's right, and especially when we have sort of an emphasis on harmonies, and that we sort of putting harmonies to songs that don't normally have harmonies, and we're very strong on that. So to have someone as a vocal coach, is going to be fantastic.
It will be amazing, and he's also got a wonderful stable of really sensational session players, and it's an extraordinary place. And I mean, just the more I read, because I haven't been there, about Nashville, the more I speak to people about it, the more awe-inspiring the place is becoming, you know.
An artist once said to us, it's Tamworth on steroids.
I think it's a very good analogy.
I really like that, Dan.
Yeah.
We haven't heard that before.
I think that was Craig Morrison actually said that to us.
Yeah,
Craig said
yeah.
it's. We asked him what's the attraction with
He's living over there, yeah.
with Nashville. He said it's Tamworth on steroids.
So you've been to Tamworth this year, you're going to Nashville this year. When are you coming up this way?
Oh, look, I know, Tracy. You know what? We said last time we spoke to you to do some shows, but you know, we really are. I will get in contact with you, and we'll get some details about some places to approach to come up and do some gigs up there, because we do have a really good following up in Queensland and northern New South Wales, and we definitely would love to come back there. It is really something that's high on our agenda this year. That is one thing we definitely want to do. We do want to get around to more festivals, more shows, more places.
Sort of been confining ourselves, you know, to our neck of the woods a little bit too much, I think, and now it's sort of time to spread our wings.
You have to share yourself around.
Yeah. And play to, you know, a broader audience.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure whether you missed out with Urban Country in May, but of course in June this year, the big Broadbeach Country Music Festival on the Gold Coast. So there's something to.
Broadbeach, we definitely will make an application then,
Yep.
guys. We did miss out on the urban one. I think we got our application in too late.
Oh,
Yeah.
shame.
But they're the Broadbeach Country Music Festival.
that was
I think
coming
it's
up.
June. I think it's June. So
We'll aim for June, and that's a bloody good time because it gets very cold down here in Melbourne.
Yeah.
it'll
would
be
be.
fantastic weather on the Gold Coast. Still 28 degrees. All the surf will be up. Be fantastic.
Bring your swimmers along.
So we're going to go out with My Forever book. We better give a bit of a summation of My Forever book.
Yes.
Yep.
It's the actual My Forever book's is the cover. Well, not the cover. It's our original song, and that's what the album's called. And it's a really quaint love song.
It's just sort of like a collaboration of different ideas that we both came up with, you know, with certain love that we've experienced over the years. And it's just like a cute little song. I think the melody sort of inspired the lyrics to a certain extent. And that's mainly how we write,
evolves.
how it evolved. And and I think I said something to you, said something to someone one day, you know, something about Forever book.
Yeah.
You're in My Forever book, and I think it was
I wrote that down.
Yeah, and Patsy said, I really like that. I think that's a nice thing. And I said, well, how about we
Write a song.
you know, that'll be the title of a song maybe, and we'll base the whole song around that, and that's how it sort of evolved.
You know what they say? There's a song in it, and here it is. The long and the short of it, it's David and Patsy. It's been great to catch up with you. Good luck with the rest of the year. Good luck with your time in Nashville, the album, everything. It's an exciting year for the long and short of it. And if we don't, we'll certainly catch up straight after that, and also when the single and the album comes out. And all the best, and hopefully we catch up with you sometime in Queensland this year.
Thanks, Darren, and
Hopefully
thanks,
so.
Tracy.